Yo guys, welcome back to another video, and today Tropical Storm Claudette formed. I never knew that Tropical Storm Claudette would form over land, because it actually formed over land. Yes, over the river. I don't know, the river of Louisiana, I don't know what it's called. So the storm is 45 miles an hour. Minimum central pressure is 1006 millibars, located at 30.4 degrees north, 90.1 degrees west. Movement northeast at 10 knots, which is 12 miles an hour. So it's moving relatively slowly. And yeah, this is the third named storm of the Atlantic, guys. And apparently we're meant to be having another 2 storms towards the end of June, which would bring us in to Elsa. And then, yeah. So we won't really have as much activity as we did last year. But we will have some very intense, we will have an intense hurricane, some intense hurricanes this year, so, yeah, I'll be back in a minute. Here's the cone of uncertainty. It is meant to get to a brief tropical depression, but then by 1 AM Tuesday, it's meant to be back over the Gulf Stream, making landfall in Nova Scotia or Newfoundland as a remnant low. So it could regenerate, it could not. The European models are saying that this storm could regenerate back in the Gulf Stream, but why the Atlantic, why the GFS and the HWRF and the CMC models aren't really going aboard with it re-intensifying again, but the European and the GFS is. So just keep an eye on that anyway. It will bring some strong surge towards the Carolina coast and off north and north of like Massachusetts, New York, well, a little bit of New York, deliver some rain to New York. And if it's a massive system, it will deliver rain to Bermuda and all that. And Tropical Storm Delores has really intensified during the past few hours, during the past couple of hours. It's actually now a 65 mile an hour tropical storm, I think. According to latest estimates. I've actually gone aboard. I've actually gone aboard of calling Claudette a tropical storm now. I didn't really call it a tropical storm an hour ago until I've looked at some satellite imagery. And Delores, Tropical Storm Delores, could get to hurricane status by later on tonight and early tomorrow morning if it doesn't make landfall by early tomorrow morning, but it will make landfall early tomorrow morning. It's 45 miles an hour now. This thing was rapidly intensifying. at 65 miles an hour now, a mid-range tropical storm, the strongest tropical storm, no, the strongest storm that we've had in the Pacific so far this season. So 11 knots, which is 994 millibars, and 55 knots, which is 65 miles an hour. Well, we're meant to be having a 65 mile an hour storm, so it could get to hurricane status, it could not, but Category 2 is not on the cards. Category 1 is somewhat on the cards, and 75 mile an hour to 80 mile an hour hurricane is possible, but I don't really see it at this point, because it's not gonna really rapidly intensify like what recent storms did in the past. So 1 PM Saturday though, it's meant to make landfall, and it still could get to a hurricane, because they have put hurricane warnings of where Manzanillo and all those other countries. Manzanillo's up here, so they will get some rainfall. You will get some gusty winds, some onshore flow from the outer bands of this system, and if you're in the path, I would evacuate now, because this storm is like a few hours away. It doesn't matter if you have to go to California, just get in your car and go to Texas or California or whatever. Or if you want to stay in the storm, because this might be a weak hurricane, it only takes one storm, remember, to do a significant damage to the coastlines. So this is the tropical storm force wind field. It's not that large. It's probably about 50 miles an hour. Probably about 50 miles towards the probably about 30 miles towards the south, 60 miles towards the north, 30 miles an hour towards the west, and 40 miles towards the east of the storm. So I would possibly evacuate, but it's not going to be a really big deal. It's only going to be rainfall, but you will be getting 65 mile an hour winds heading towards your way. So I would evacuate if I was you, but you can outride the storm if you want, but think of your families and all that. They might be in the path of the storm. Even if you're in the path of Claudette, that won't do that will only do moderate damage. This might do a bit more than Claudette, maybe. We don't know. It depends how strong it gets. Category 2 isn't really on the cards right now, but if it changes path significantly and grazes the coast, then maybe it will have more warm water to contend to, and it might really rapidly intensify. But towards the north here, when it makes landfall, there'll be wind shear, so it'll be weakening the storm a bit. So we'll have to get to hurricane status now, or in a couple of hours before it makes landfall on 1 PM 1 PM Saturday, which is about 11 PM, 10 AM to 11 AM Pacific Daylight Time right now. Here it's about 8 minutes past 2 in the UK, so yeah. Some models are predicting that we're going to be in an El Nino, but I honestly don't think we're going to be in an El Nino, to be honest with you. I'll show you some forecast models, and then after I'll show you some satellite imagery of Tropical Storm Delores and Tropical Storm Claudette. If you like my content, don't forget to like and comment and subscribe. That will really help, as I'm trying to get to 100 subscribers by the end of July. I know I might not be able to get there, but you guys are really helpful. 46 of you have watched my animation, which is really good, actually. I'm surprised by that. So, if it doesn't get 50 views by tonight, I'm going to delete it. So, please get... So, I'm going to go in tropical Tibet, and I'm going to show you how warm the Atlantic is, because the Atlantic's warming up significantly, actually. The MDR is it's getting a bit warm. It's from 26 to 28 degrees Celsius, heading towards the Cabo Verde Islands, and we can support at least a category 2, maybe a category, maybe just a category 2, maybe a weak category 3 in June, but that's not on the cards. But this will be whatever's, because we're meant to be having another storm towards the south of Mexico, towards the south of Africa, like off the south coast of Africa. So I'll quickly show you some forecast models, then I've gotta go and end the video, but I might do another video later when Delores makes landfall. Don't know what time that will be yet, but I need to see what time it is in the Pacific, in the Pacific. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy my content, by the way. And if you do, don't forget to drop a like and share, because it would help me significantly. So anyway, let's get some model forecasts up. So let's get some model forecasts up. Let's get the GFS up. Right, the GFS ensemble models, they as you can see, like there's the Enzo chart, and apparently we're almost close to El Nino. Like literally almost close to El Nino. And if we do get into El Nino, we'll have to leave it for at least 3 consecutive months before the NOAA, the NHC, market, and all the other weather stuff, like the weather, the worldwide weather meteorological places, whatever you want to call them. And yeah, so if you I'll show you some models now, some forecast models. It's the 12Z one isn't out yet, but it might be out later on. So I will do some as soon as the models change. As soon as the models change, I'll be hopping onto another video, or I might just post another animation that I've got lying in my files. So yeah. Anyway, I'll quickly show you some forecast models, and then yeah. Apparently at this point now, the storm in the Eastern Pacific right now is 988 millibars, which is a Category 1. A strong Category 1. No, well, a strong tropical storm actually. A weak Category 1, so a moderate Category 1 cannot be ruled out. It cannot be ruled out. But I'll quickly show you some forecast models, and I've gotta go and do stuff with my family. So here's the 12s even, as you can see. Load. So about the load station, you can see that. You can see a broad tropical wave coming off the coast of Africa. That actually gets named, and that becomes Danny. Oh, Page is unresponsive. Hate it when he does that. So keep watching. 1010 millibars. It's not really picking it up anymore. It was picking it up. Then we're meant to be having some more tropical waves moving off the coast. But then by the 27th of June, we've got a substantial tropical storm in the MDR travelling towards the Caribbean Islands, and then rapidly weakens towards gets to Bahamas. So if you like detail weather breakdowns, give it a like, comment, subscribe, share. I shall see you all in the next video, and I guess peace, and yeah, bye bye.